Hello everybody, welcome back to our CITTADELLA career mode. This is the first episode of season 3, the start of the new season. In this episode I basically just want to talk about one, two things really quickly and then go through a big part of the transfer window. But before we go and make any transfers, of course the main thing is what are we gonna do in the transfer window? That's probably what you want to know. And the last episode, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I'm not sure, I wanted to do a squad report, not really showing you the growth, but talking about all players, just telling you, I'm gonna keep him, I will sell him, I will loan him out, I will sell him, I will keep him, whatever. But in the end it took too long, the video would have been too long, so I decided that I will really quickly do today. This episode, just really trying to not waste more than but take more than 3 or 4 minutes, really quickly go through stuff. And therefore let's not waste time, but straight away start with the first position. It's the goalkeeper position. In the goalkeeper position, this one big talent is, he actually, when we sign him up, would be the 99% sure the biggest talent in the whole game, because no real life footballer has a bigger potential, except of course like Ronaldo, Messi, who are already higher weighted, or like Neymar. But if you really just talk about talents, and Neymar is not a talent, Bale is not a talent, these two players are not talents. He has a 92, 93, 94 potential. I think the biggest one right now has 91 with Donnarumma. Even if there's somebody with actually 92, I'm very sure there's nobody higher than 92, and he has 92 to 94. So I'm 99% sure, not 100, because there is basically the possibility that there is a player in these 2 seasons now, this is the start of the 3rd season, that got created or is a region or got through one of the youth squads that actually has a bigger potential in some team. But the chance for that is really small, so I'm 99% sure we have the biggest talent when we sign this dude up. Real quick, as you can probably hear, my voice is a bit weak, I'm a bit ill. There was also no video yesterday because I wanted to take a day off, but my voice is a bit bad, and yeah, I'm not 100% fit right now. I feel a bit tired and everything. Even I slept good, but I'm a bit ill, so sorry if my voice is sounding really awful. Well, so and then I will probably keep Antonopoulos as backup, and all the other goalkeepers I'm gonna loan out. Next up, the wing back position. Oshtok gonna be first choice left back, Charis is his backup, and of course Catas first choice right back. What I think I will do is the new signing, or the youth squad player, by Kurt, who I want to use as left back, but he is as a right back. He has the position of a right back, so he will score the most if he plays as a right back. I think I'm actually gonna put him in my second choice team as right back. I'm not gonna play too much this season, especially with my second choice team. So I will only use him like my second choice team to simulate, and then he will get his games, the game time. Use him as backup right back. And Georgiades, I will probably sell him, and not Georgiades, Dinescu, because he's not growing that fast. He has no potential. He is, I think, already 19 or 20, and he is really slow, so I will loan him out or sell him, but this might be the last month or so, the last few weeks for Dinescu at this team. What I definitely know is I'm not going to use him as backup right back anymore. That's the wing back position. Now next up, the center back position. In the first choice team, nothing going to change. Area and Girago still first choice center backs. I will definitely keep Pancratio as backup. If possible, I would like to get a new 4th choice center back, or 3rd choice, I don't care, somebody for my second choice team, and then sell Mavros out of obvious reasons. CDM position, nothing really gonna change. Milkia as first choice, forgot his name, not Panagulias, forgot his name, Taturis, now I have his name, Taturis, backup, and all the other ones are getting sold or loaned out. Next up, center mid position, there's gonna be a slight change, and that's that Panagos is going to drop down to my second choice team. And for him in the first choice team will be Kokitsoglu, so I'm going to use Kaplan Kokitsoglu, going to use Panagos as backup for Kokitsoglu, and we have this one player, I can't remember his name, can have a quick look maybe, Georgiou, who is going to be the backup for Kaplan. So that's the center back position. Now next up is the wing position. The right wing position is quite easily, I will keep Miyake as first choice and Gurchebe as backup, all the other ones are getting sold or loaned out. On the left side, Turgoglu is of course going to be my first choice. So there are 3 players we have to talk about: Zelik, Kakalayan and Antes. I decided Zelik, I don't enjoy him, especially because of physical sets. He's slow, he has no strength and no stamina. So I will loan him out. If he's scoring a lot there, then I will maybe use him at some point. If not, then I think I will just try to grow him through loans and then sell him for as much money as possible. You know what I mean? just loan him out so that he improves and then sell him. Maybe he can improve physical wise, then I might even use him. So I will loan out to Selig. Kaklayan, I didn't enjoy using him. She still has potential, he wants to leave, so I think it's also going to be a good choice to loan him out, maybe even sell. If we cannot loan him out, I might put him on the transfer list actually, but I will first try to loan him out. And I decided Antes is a player I enjoy the most, he's the player who is scoring the most and is playing the best, so I will keep Antes as my second choice left winger, so as backup for Turkoglu as well as my second choice team. And last but not least, the striker position. I made the decision, Kalis is not growing fast, maybe can get him to like a 70 but not more. So I will only put in my second choice team, he's topping out. And this Zavelas dude, I was thinking about either Zavelas or the other dude. Kiriakou, one of these two I want to use as first choice, but I will actually try to train this dude because he is fast, he has some other bad stats but he's fast, he can dribble, and high low work gets 4-star weak foot and his tall. So if I can improve him quickly, and especially finishing, that's the main thing actually, finishing, maybe heading as well, then I think he could be one of the best ones. But Kalis is probably not gonna stay in this club for a long time, at least not until the end of the series. The same for Kiriakou, he's the only one who might. So I will put in Zavelas as first choice, Kalis as second, will train Zavelas and Kiriakou will get loaned out. And then I hope that I can improve and sell us quickly enough. I will have a look if I can find somebody, but the last thing we're gonna do before I start, we only have a transfer budget of 1.45 million euros. We don't really need too much, but of course we got in like 5 million euros last season. Okay, we spent some, but in the end we still had a lot of money, so it's a bit disappointing, but it's fine. That's the first thing. Second thing was this thing. Within 2 seasons, so these youth development goals will never be a problem. This will also not be a problem. Finish 3 million should be okay. Keep salary is also fine. 132 is good. They want me to gain automatic promotion. This season we definitely have to fight for it. We have actually a team that should be able to even fight for the title, even should get the title, to be honest, with the ratings and the quality we have in the team. They want me to do it, I want to do it as well. It's probably not going to be a big problem if I cannot do it because it's a very low priority, but of course we're going to try to do it. So my goal this season is to fight for promotion and I would like to get it. What I can definitely tell you is, again, until we are in the Serie A or at least really getting close to getting promoted, I will simulate. Not all games, but for example, of the first 21 games, half of the season, I might play like 2 or 3 simulate, therefore 18-19. Maybe in the second half, when we get closer, I will play more, but right now, I played against most teams 2, 3, 4 times. I'm not really interested. I want to go for this season really quickly. I'm only playing against some big teams as well as in the end of the season, teams that are close to us in the league. But right now I'm really going to rush through stuff. Today I'm not going to play a game though. I think I told you everything. So what I'm going to do now, first of all, is Advancement Day, choose the preseason tournament, and then start training as well as creating the transfer list. But first of all, we're going to choose this one. It's not the most difficulty, but I don't care about the teams. This is actually the nicest one with the teams and it's the most prize money. We can get up to 3 million euros, so we can basically increase our transfer budget by 200%. We are playing against Barnsley, Viking, I don't know, and Odense, Beaky, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm gonna probably go through stuff myself and then just make a quick recap because I think already this whole talking took a decent amount of time and we are gonna do so much that I don't think I'm gonna... probably this video would be too long otherwise, so I will probably go through the first month and then make a quick recap of what happened in the first month. Yeah, there you have it. This is gonna be the training for a long time. Yildiz with 2 slots, Zavelas with 2 slots, Baygood with a slot. The only thing that might change, these 3 slots are definitely for 100% gonna be in here for a very long time, and this one as well. The only thing that might change is that instead of training Zavelas and curve, long shots and free kicks, I will train Baygood in a crossing and long pass or somebody else. But these 4 slots, the first 3 and this last one, these 4 slots are gonna be in here for a very long time, because these people are the ones I definitely have to train. You can see straight away, first training, he's getting 2 A's, improving 3 stats and going up to the 60 rating. We will train this dude so goddamn quickly to a 90 rating, you don't even know. Like, I have to do like this once and boom, he's 90 rated. Okay guys, this is our transfer and loan list. On the transfer list we have Kiriakou, he's 20 years already. He's 65 rated. I don't think he can quo quickly enough for me ever to use him. The only possibility that would be maybe happening is if I sell him and then he will quo a lot at a team. Because sometimes this is happening. You loan out a player, he's scoring +3 in one season. But if you sell him, he's scoring up plus like 8 or whatever. So this is the only possibility. But I don't trust him in quoing that fastly. Especially in the stats I want him to quo, which would be these ones. Tripling, ball control, finishing. So I will transfer list him. The same for Kostin, I don't need him. Of course his finishing is cool, but I will never use him. Nikolaev, the same, never used him, don't enjoy him. He's 60, he's not quoing, he's 18. Same for Dedikianis. Martin, of course, the only player who's still in here, and Malfros. For loan, we have Movila, who is just not really interesting. I don't want to sell him yet. I just signed him up. I want to see if he can quo. I decided to loan him sign him up because he has some potential. So if he can quo a lot, really quick, at least +4 or 5 in a season, then I might still loan him out again, or at least sell him for more money. This dude has a big potential, so I definitely want him loan out. I don't want to enjoy, or I don't want to use him yet because he would be my 3rd, 4th choice. He's not quick, and he is not bad. So I really want him loan out 1-star Bigfoot as well. I don't think I'm ever want to use him, especially because of the 1-star Bigfoot. But maybe he's going a lot, plus to like let's say low 70 would be cool. The main thing is, of course, at least I would be able to sell him for a lot of money. But he is really interesting. I do like him, and he has decent crossing and finishing, decent pace, 4-star Bigfoot, so I definitely want to keep him. The only thing is, right now I wouldn't use him, so I really want him to quo, because he is somebody I would really love to keep for a long time. Zelik, of course, I talked about it, the same for Taklayan. Turkoglu is another left midfielder that I'm not going to use right now, but I want to keep him because 5-star Bigfoot can play on both sides, left-footed, high medium, is not really pacey, so that's the main thing again, and has really bad physical stats. But Moonshine traveling is there as well, so if he can quo a lot, I would really like to use him. Kalis has high potential center mid, so I'm gonna loan him out as well. Some decent stats already with decent long shots, Moonshine tripling, and some other mid 60 stats and high work rates. And decent physical stats, so I want to keep him and hopefully he can quo. But he's 18 already, so if he's not quoing a lot, I have to sell him. Kalivas is somebody I have a little bit of more hope in here because he has as well really decent stats, high low work rates, and is 16 years old. Kaimak, another player I'm just not really caring right now, but he has some decent stats. But I don't think I will ever use him, but at least sell him for more money. We have Dinescu in here. I decided to not sell him yet because he still is 65 rated, lower work rate, so maybe he can quo actually a lot, even if you don't use him, just to sell him for more money. But if he's not going a lot, I will sell him next time. Kristakos, I talked about that, Savelas, and these are the players we're gonna keep. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 11. We have 11 players on the loan list, and we do have 6 on the transfer list. So right now we have 42 players. In total we have 17 players we want to get out, then we have 25, let's say a few players in. The players right now on loan, real quick if you talk about this. Vada Kazan is getting sold, Synaxis is maybe getting loaned out, maybe sold, not sure yet. Niago is getting sold, Lampros is, I don't know if I want to loan him out again, I think I will loan him out again. He improved quite a decent amount. So Akafite is getting sold, Niago is getting sold, and Vada Kazan is definitely getting sold. Then we have 9 players on here. Let's say the next as well, we have 10 players we want to sell, Lampros gonna loan out again, so 10 players we want to sell, 12 players we want to loan out, that is 22 players, so we would be down to 20 players in our whole squad. Let's say we're signing 1 or 2 maybe, but 20 players then, so we really want to make this squad really thin. And yeah, there you have it, there we have everything we want to do. In the second training we have Bakert, who is going up, improving all stats, marking even twice, 55 weighted. Monthly scouting updates, I actually see that, first of all, for some reason they're on the 11th, so I think last time I forgot to put them on 10th again, and I forgot to let the Romanian scouts scout again, or the dude who is scouting Romania, so I will do it straight after these monthly scouting updates. I'm sorry I made this mistake, but first of all, let's see if there's somebody who's gonna sign up. Yeah, I think actually I will sign him up, he might be really interesting. He, not yet. Also not yet, his potential is nice, but he in the base case is 48 rated, that's not good enough. 2 we can definitely release, reject, so 2 we definitely gonna start for a second month, or even second. I think I'm gonna scout all of these for 1 more month, even though this dude might be really interesting, he's 6'4" as well. But I will take the risk, and scout him for a second month and not sign up straight away. Next up, Greece. second month or even third month, second month, second month, nope. Then we have another nope, and we enter with another nope. So we have 6 players, I think, in total. We scouting for second or third month. Nobody we we had 1 player we signed up. So now before I forget, straight away, can't speak. Oh, what the fuck? Am I retarded? No, he is the dude who is scouting Romania. So maybe I don't know, man. No, that's the 16th now, so I think I made some kind of mistake. I have no idea, to be honest. This is the 3rd training session. I think for the 3rd time somebody will improve. Actually, 2 improving. Bykut improving all sets again. Yield is going up to 61. Savas to the 64. I told you it will be a lot of growth. 3 trainings. Yield is gone up twice and is almost going up for the 3rd time. Maybe next training he will. Bykut gone up once, is close to the 2nd time, and Savella's gone up once. This is gonna be some really big growth. Okay, now we have the months gone updated on the 16th. I don't really get it, to be honest, at all, but let's see. They're all shit, wow. And it continues, 4th training session, and again we have somebody going up. Yield is 62 rated now. 4 training sessions, and they should gone up 3 goddamn times. Training session number 5, and for the first time nobody's going up because Bykut got an F. If he would have improved his interceptions, and I think he would have, even if he only would have gotten a D, not an A, what the hell, a D, he would have been 56 rated. So unfortunately it had to stop with the 5th window training session. I'm a bit sad about it, to be honest, but in the end, yeah, it's not that important. The next training session probably a lot of players will go up again. He finally hits the 16, so straight away offer contract. He will be my first choice goalkeeper. 73 to 87 is not that great. He's only 51 rated, 16. I think I will release him. 3 weeks for Antonopoulos, it's not too bad, especially now that we finally are gonna be able to sign this one dude. So he's only my backup, so it's not a big problem for me. So I told you after 1 month I will make a quick update. We were able to do a decent amount of stuff. I mean, there are 22 players we want to sell or loan out. And what we were able to do, 22, we were able to do 7. We loaned out for 1 year. Kaglian to Navarra, which is decent. Cartal to Nacional Madeira, I think they're one of the best teams in Portugal, but I'm not sure. Togoklu to Inter, not sure if that makes sense, but for some reason he loaned out to Inter. We have Dinesco loaned out to Salerno, that's decent. We have Movila loaned out to Kilmarnock. We have 2 players sold. Costin has a worth of £300,000. We sold him for £275,000 and we got around, I think, 210 or something between around £200,000 euros in our transfer budget. Sold him to Hosen. And we sold Delicanos to Barney for £300,000. He's worth just slightly more, and we got around like 250, 240, something between that. £1,000 in our transfer budget. So 2 out of 11 players we wanted to sell are sold, or 2 out of 10, sorry. 10 players we want to sell, we'll sold 2. And 12 players we want to loan out, and we loaned out 5. In the preseason tournament, we did win our first game against Viking 4-1. 2 goals, I think, Miyake, and 2 goals Kaplan. We, even though we lost with the penalty, I think, they got a 0-0 draw against Odense, then we got a 4-0 win against Barnsley, but we lost 2-0 against Ufa, whatever the team is, and lost 4-3 in penalties. We got, from the 3 million, we got 1.65 million euros, so a bit more than half of it. I'm fine with it. Our transfer budget, therefore, oh wait, it isn't no, it's an office, I'm stupid, is up to 3.5, so it basically got doubled, and we made a decent profit so far. There you go, Yildiz accepted the contract. He will straight away be on my first choice team, and of course normally Antonopoulos would be on the bench. We can actually have a look. We would have games against Chivo Verona and Trapani. I will probably simulate them both, so I think I will go for the full transfer window on this episode, and we'll end with a really short squad report. But first of all, Yildiz is finally here, and he should straight away also improve to a 63 rating. Maybe even Bykut can go up. Nope, he actually gone up himself, I think. But there you go, Yildiz is already 63 rated. Savella is almost 66. He is almost 64 as well. And Bykut also will grow fast, so the curve is nice. It's the 11th again, so we will have 2 monthly scoring updates. Nope, I think I can actually just really reject him, even though he has some decent potential. 43 in the base case is nothing. I will keep scouting him. 59 is not good enough, but he's 6'4". If he's a center back, that would be quite decent for a center back, of course, 6'4". Also for like a CDM, strength and decent. Potential is good, but his rating isn't that great yet, so I will not do it. A few places we can reject the goalkeeper, unfortunately, but he's good enough that I will accept it. He might be good. Not really sure, but I think I'm actually gonna try it because he seems to be maybe a pacey winger, and this is the main thing I'm looking at right now for a pacey winger or striker. Winger or striker, especially striker actually. A striker would be the thing we especially need. We got him for 3 months, he's still not interesting, so I don't really care, but I will not reject him. A few other players we definitely can reject, a lot of players in here actually, but okay, that's also because we scout a lot of players for a second month or third. But most of them we can reject. So even though we have a 4-star 5-star scout, he's yet not really doing a great job. There are 2 players we're scouting for a second to /4 months, for a second or 4th month, and not even 1 player we signed up yet. So quite disappointing, definitely. I expected a lot more for the money I spent for him. I really do expect a lot more. Nobody going up this time. We are now gonna have a game away in the Coppa Nazionale against Verona. First of all, sorry if you can hear the background noises, the birds are going crazy again. First of all, monthly score an update from Romania. Nope. Wow. We're not gonna quick sim just because it might be an interesting game. They seem to maybe play for a second choice team. I'm not sure. I don't know the players. I only see the kit numbers and I see that the goalkeeper is number 20, which is normally not the first choice, what the first choice goalkeeper has. Then 16, 29, 19, 21, 23, 24, 45. And then they have number 9 and stuff on the bench, number 6, number 4. So I'm not sure, but you can see they scored early. Zavelas actually scored a goal, but they scored a second. Then Panagos in, they scored a third. Baikut in, Taturis in. They missed a penalty, but still scored one just 3 minutes later. 4-1 win, not a surprise. And I don't really care, to be honest, at all. I especially want to concentrate on the league. Do we still get? No, we don't get prize money. And yeah. Next game will be the first game in the league campaign. Yildiz and Zavelas are both going up again. Zavelas is now 66 and Yildiz 64 rated. And Yildiz is halfway to the 65 as well already. What a goddamn amazing growth. The next training session, this time Baikut is going up. He is now 58 rated. It is transfer deadline day, but before we go into this like special transfer deadline day thingy dingy, we will first have the game against Trapani. Want to check, yeah, okay, first choice team, first game in the league. Not sure what to expect. Against Trapani, we are sometimes winning, sometimes losing. In the first season they were last by a distance. The last season they were even fighting for 3rd place for some time, and in the end I think got a mid-table team place. Kaplan missing a penalty, but 9 minutes later he scores still the early goal. Not sure why he's missing the penalty though, and not sure why he's even taking it. I said in the words that Zavelas is the penalty taker. So I'm not sure why. I can show you after the game. Anders in for Turkaslan. Interesting. Not long to go. Panagos is in. Please don't consider late goal. Kalis is in. 10 minutes to go. Please. Yes. 1 win. We scored. We did not concede again. It's the first goal is scored by Kaplan. But I want to show you real quick actually the rules, and so you can see penalty taker Zavelas. So I don't know why then Kaplan is going, but yeah, I don't understand, to be honest. To answer deadline day, I will quickly show you what we were still able to do until now. So last time we had 7 transfers. Oh, that's wrong. We had 7 transfers out of 22. We wanted to have like 10, 11, and now we are up to 3, 6, 9, 12. So what we still did, Christakos, we loaned him out to Trapani. We loaned out Kaglayan. Oh, that was already the case. So let's see. Xenaxis loaned out to Hamilton. Never heard of this team before, which isn't happening often. So that's the second thing that still happened. Then we had Nikolai, I think, sold. I think this is new, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. And I think Kiriakou sold is new. So I'm not sure. We had 7, now we have 12. So I think the new things were selling Nikolai and selling Kiriakou, loaning out Xenaxis, loaning out Christakos. And one more thing, you can just steal the thing. So we sold now in total, yet we wanted to sell in total 10 players, and we were able to sell 1, 2, 3, 4 players, 4 out of 10. It's okay. It's almost half of it. Maybe one more would be cool. And loan out, we wanted to loan out 12. And of course, then if you have 4, we loaned out 8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 out of 12 players loaned out, and some sort. So our remaining training list looks like this. Actually, there are 13 we want to loan out. So 5 from players we would like to loan out, especially I would love to loan out Selig, but to Lampros, actually don't understand because they are the best ones. Kalis and Kalivas I don't care too much because they're not amazing, but Lampros can core a lot, so I really hope to loan them out. The same for Batu and Selig. Batu, I love him, so I really want to core. So I really hope that we can still loan out these 3. I don't understand why there's no loan offer for Selig. I mean, he's an amazing midfielder, high potential, big weighted, and low wage. You only have to spend, let's say, even if you make a new contract, like 800 euros a week. Like, I don't understand how this is realistic that you cannot loan him out. He's probably even one of our highest valued players. Transfer listed, we can still not sell Martin. Marfa's still in here, which is fine. I actually probably won't even sell him because right now we don't have anybody else. And Akafite, Nakwe, and Vata Castani. So I would love to sell like 2-3 more players, especially Vata Castanis. And maybe Martin, I would love to sell these 2 because high wage and high price. And I would love to loan out especially Fies I talked about. Who is actually Kaplan was more worth, but he has he has one of the highest ones. And this one dude, no, not Takin, except of the chances, the signed players, Martin still has the biggest wage, so I would love to get him out. The only player I'm actually not really interested in selling right now. But maybe I should still do it and sign up one. I think I will still do it. I will accept it, and if this goes through, I will just sign up one of the 2 of the, or one of the 2-3 of the youth squad. There was nobody like amazing, but still a few that I will sign up and have just a bit better potential. So I will still do it, and it's going through Lampros. Yes, nice. So the first one of the 3 we can loan him out. Ferrara. That's decent. Very happy about that. Especially Lampros, and actually Lampros is the second most important after Selig. So 2 transfers already done, that's nice. To be honest, there's only one player and that is Özer Özturun. What a name. 6'5" center back, he has good potential, he's fast, he is really not too bad. I only don't like that he's scoring. But maybe I should just give him a slot here and there, or maybe now he will start scoring because he will play here and there. But he's gonna be signed up. I mean 6'5", decent. If he can core, he might be in my team for a few seasons at least, but he's gonna be the center back because I don't think we have any other center back right now in here except of Pancratio. No, not even one, but you can see the team is a lot smaller now. Wow, 94.5. Coutinho is going to Real. Always everybody thinks he's going to Barca, and boom, he goes to Real Madrid. So we are now at 331, which is basically just this transfers and a few other ones. Can we make one more deal? Loan out Selig also. Last chance, and it is not looking decent. No, it's really not looking good. So a few disappointing things, especially that we were not able to loan out Selig. But except for this, it's fine. It is fine. This dude is not bad actually. We lined him out last time. I hoped that he would be a pacey winger, and he is a winger with decent physical stats. 74 in acceleration, sprint speed, 75 in agility balance. That's something I can work with. The other stats are not good, he is not high rated, but that's something I can work with. So out of these first games, like 5 and 10, okay, out of 10 games, there are only 3 that might be interesting, which would be Hellas Verona, Palermo, and Frosinone. The only one I definitely will play is against Palermo because I haven't played against them. I don't think I can play against Frosinone, I have played against them often enough. So I think Hellas Verona, simulating all the other 4 games, simulating all games against Palermo is what we're going to do next episode. So 8 simulated games, 1 played, and the next episode we will play against Palermo and simulate a few more. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, a quick squad report, just looking at players who did core already. And yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, then please smash the like button. I will continue with Aston Villa, I think, now. But I will also always look at this one. So I think maybe in 2 days, maybe 3 days, the next episode. Maybe even tomorrow. I don't know yet, but probably in 2 or 3 days. If you enjoyed this, please smash the like button. If you're new and enjoyed this video, then why not subscribe to see more. And except of this, guys, have an amazing day. And bye, guys.